Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Lots About Something podcast. This is the podcast where we, the Lots, always talk about something, and we don't always know exactly what it's going to be, but hopefully it's going to be something to encourage you. Hopefully will make you laugh a little bit, help you enjoy your day, your drive, your walk, whatever you have going on. Whatever it is that we're talking about, we're glad that you're here. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, maybe you're even watching us. What's up? Hello. My name is Chris. I am one half of your podcasting hosting duty today, and my other partner in crime is, of course, my wife, Christy. How are you doing today, Christy?
Doing good.
Doing good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Actually, all right, so we are recording this on Christmas Day. That's how committed that we are to the podcast.
Well, I just know we have some viewers out there.
We have 8 solid listeners out there.
They're going to get up Monday morning and think, did they take this as a day off, or are they doing it? There's no sleep
for the 8 podcast. I mean, we're not going to sleep on the 8 podcast listeners. That's what I was saying.
We are not going to let them down.
No. We can't.
We are doing this.
We can't let our 8 listeners down. We have to continue on. But it is Christmas Day.
Uh-huh.
And actually, technically, it's Christmas night. There's only about less than 4 hours left of Christmas. And so we're glad that you guys are here. Thank you so much for checking us out and being here. Christy, are you doing okay today?
I've had a great day.
Have you had a good day? Let's just talk about Christmas really quick, because it is Christmas. Now, by the time people are listening to this, Christmas will be over.
Well, we're talking about our day, so they'll want to hear about it.
Okay.
Even if it's day after.
Do you think people really care? They're really interested about our day? Like in theory, do you think that people are really concerned about that?
I think that, that's kind of what keeps the podcast going a little bit, is our interesting lives.
It's the only something that we definitely know to talk about is what's new. I think that's why we started it, because it was the only real solid thing that we ever had to talk about.
And it's always fun at the beginning, and everything that we talk about towards the beginning, getting up to the end, but I think it's the most exciting part of the podcast. So I'm sure people are waiting to hear what's going on with us.
I'm sure that they've waited all week for us to get to this part. Before we jump into what's new, though, Christy, we had a lot of feedback this week about last week's podcast. A lot of people talking about a couple of different things. One thing, I know this wasn't last week's podcast, but I heard a lot of feedback this week about how they didn't like my movie choices. And that made me really sad, because my movie choices were the greatest. So I did hear that wasn't last podcast, but 2 podcasts ago, I think, right?
Yeah, probably so. But even after doing that list, I can't say that I've watched a lot of the movies on my list this Christmas.
I've seen Home Alone about 4 times, I know. At least some of Home Alone. I watched it the other day just as background noise in my office. But a movie that I always love to watch that I haven't watched one time this Christmas season, is A National Lampoon's Vacation. And I know that's not on your list, but it's a must watch for me, and I did not watch it at all.
Yeah.
But you know what I did not miss, Christy?
We know.
I did not miss A Christmas Story.
We talked about this the other day. It baffles me.
Yeah.
That it's on.
Yeah.
And you get up and leave the room, and you expect me to sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
While you go out of the room.
Yeah. That's right.
And then I come in here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on.
Yes.
The phone. While you're playing your game.
That is correct.
It's on. I'm like, it does not have to be on in every room in the house.
That is correct. It does have to be on in every room of the house.
And to make matters worse, when you come in the office and left me in the living room watching it, I couldn't find the remote to turn it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am stuck watching this thing. I got up and went out of the room.
I just think that's the way it should be. It should just be on. And so, yeah, we definitely enjoyed it. That's part of the reason we got to the podcast so late is we had to finish watching the 24 hours. It just ended like 19 minutes ago.
So glad too.
But you know what? It's on. I think it's on Disney Plus or
I don't know.
Something like that. We can just watch it anytime we want. So, all right. So a lot of feedback about that. Heartbroken, but you know what that does tell me? We still have work to do in the world to spread the Christmas story cheer. So, speaking of Christmas, and obviously we're just coming out of that. We'll talk about New Year in a little bit, just a minute, really quickly. But
are you going to talk about gifts or anything?
Yeah,
I need to go get the one that we need to show everybody.
Yes, you can go get it. That's fine.
Okay, while you talk.
That's fine. All right, so go get it, and while you do that, I was just going to mention. Are you going to listen to me? Oh, okay. I thought you were leaving.
I thought you were talking to me.
I was just trying to continue to have conversation while Christy goes and gets the one gift that she wants to show you. We had a really great Christmas. It's been really good. She may come back and say this here in just a second, but we had, all of the festivities this week. Traveling around. We had church services, of course, Friday and Saturday, Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Eve service were really great. And then, of course, going to family gatherings and stuff like that through the week. It's been busy. It's been a busy, busy week, but it's been really good. We got up this morning and we had Christmas gifts, but before we went, when we got home last night, Lily actually said, I have one gift that I want you to open tonight. And so she brought them out. They were in bags and they were actually really cool. I'm going to show you if you're watching over on Spotify, I'm going to show my gift to you. But it is a Lots About Something podcast coffee mug. And Christy has one too. You can see hers. And then if you turn it around, mine says Guido. Christy says Tina. So there we go.
Such a thoughtful gift.
So we love these. These are our podcast coffee mugs because a lot of times we'll drink coffee on the podcast.
Right.
And I thought it was such a great gift because there it is right there. Yeah. Lots About Something podcast.
Merch.
It is merch.
We got some merch.
It is merch. We do not know where she bought these at.
She had them made.
She made the coffee mugs.
No, I don't know where she bought the mugs, but she had our logo and stuff made.
I got you. Okay. All right. Well, Christy, tell us about Christmas just really quick. I was just kind of, while you were running to get those gifts, I was just kind of telling about the week and the activities and things that we'd been doing. But why don't you talk about like today, like the actual day? Today's
been busy / relaxing.
Yeah.
If you can say that.
Okay.
We had Christmas with your family last night, and had church. And then today we celebrate with my side of the family. And we do a lot of the cooking, and then everyone comes over. We have a good time. Then the kids open all the presents from everybody else, and so it's like 2 Christmases in one day, and we just had a great time. And then we clean up and we relax.
Yeah.
And a new tradition that we started a couple years ago is going to get Waffle House tonight.
Tonight.
We got some Waffle House tonight.
Yeah. We stole, so a couple things I'll mention about that. We stole that tradition from your sister, Crystal and Jeremy. That was something that they did, and then we liked it, so we started doing that as well. But I will say this, the last 2 times that we've had Waffle House from this particular Waffle House, it has not been a great experience. So maybe we need to look at a new Waffle House to continue on this tradition. But nonetheless, Christy, did you get, we exchanged gifts. Obviously, everybody got gifts, different things like that. I don't know if we can talk about everything that everybody got, but like highlights. Give me a highlight for you.
I got a lot of stuff that I've already used.
Okay.
I got some slippers that I've worn ever since I got them.
Yeah.
And I got pajamas.
Yeah.
That I've already worn. And I got some bedding that I've already washed and put on the bed and can't wait to get in tonight.
Okay.
And I got some money.
Okay.
I got a new Snuggie, big comfy Snuggie that you got me.
Yeah, that's one of those oversized. It looks like a poncho, but it's like a blanket.
Big Snuggie sweatshirt / blanket thing.
Yeah.
And then Lily got me the mama sweatshirt that I'm wearing now, so I've been using it, So
yeah.
I've just gotten tons of stuff.
Yeah, it's been really good. I got some really great stuff. I really like the stuff you got me. You got me something that I wanted that I didn't say that I wanted, and you're not a gifter. And so the fact that you've got this is almost as meaningful as what the gift is.
My gifts are meaningful.
No, they are, but you got me a head shaver. It's one of those skull shaver things where it shaves your head.
It'd be smooth and not cut your hair.
Yeah, really good. And so that's something I've been wanting. And you got it for me, so I'm excited about that.
Surprise.
Yeah, you got me some cologne. I'm excited about that. I also got some bedroom slippers that I'm really excited about. They're super comfy. And warm. One of the most fun things I got is actually a sweatshirt that Wesley and Jessica got me, and it has a picture of Snoop Dogg on it, and it says "Merry Christmas," or I don't know. It's some kind of Snoop Dogg talk. Merry Christmas.
All in my bizzle.
I don't know. It's something, but it's very cool. I love it. I've worn it to every Christmas gathering we've had this week. So I wore it today. I don't know that anybody noticed it, though, today. No one said anything to me about it.
My side of the family probably doesn't really even know who Snoop Dogg is.
Your sister did ask me at one point if that was me on the sweatshirt. But other than that, nobody noticed it.
She's not the only one that asked that, too.
Oh, yeah?
Someone else did.
Yeah, so...
that would be so funny.
That would be funny.
To have a Guido on a sweater.
We might need to look at that next year.
I bet it'd be really hard to do.
A Guido sweater. I don't know. I got a Guido logo made. It's got my face on it. So anyway, so it was really good stuff. We had a really great Christmas. Anything else new this week? Anything else that happened? I know obviously Christmas is a big thing that's been going on. Anything else new from this week that you can think of that has happened?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I really can't.
It has been really cold here.
It's been absolutely freezing. I am never cold. I'm never cold, and it has been freezing here.
Like dripping the faucet's cold.
Yeah.
So we'd have water the next day.
Yeah.
And I've seen ice, the pools and the water in people's pools are icing over, and it's just been a little different weather for us because we don't get a lot of snow, and we don't really want a whole lot of ice if it's just going to be ice, but it's been cold enough to freeze the water around here.
Well, it's been cold everywhere, so it's not just here. No, we're obviously feeling the effects of it, but it's cold. It's cold all over the place.
Right. So that's about it.
Okay. All right. So other than Christmas things, just finishing up shopping, gatherings. We had several gatherings that we went to this week. It was a lot.
And I'll say, you talking about that, you've been telling me I've been a little moody. And I made the comment to you, I think I'm just outing out. I've gone to so many festivities that I needed to just tap out. I was about
to. I will say our Christmas Eve did not start off very holly and jolly. It wasn't very festive. It was opposite. What would be the opposite word of festive?
It wasn't festive.
Would you say it was I don't know.
All I have to say is someone said, have y'all had a holly and jolly Christmas Eve so far? And I was like, yeah. It's been very holly and very jolly at the Lott's household. I
don't know that this is the time, but I do think that we should get into our Christmas Eve at some point. I don't know if we'll ever circle back to it or not, but that Christmas Eve morning would be a good conversation for us to dissect.
That's Let's hash it out.
You want to hash it out right here,
hash
right
it
now?
Out. You got a grievance with me today?
I don't have a grievance. I don't have a grievance. But I don't have permission to discuss the things. So if you want us to have the conversation, then we got to move on. We got to move forward with the full conversation.
All right.
Is that what we want to do?
If we're going there, let's go there.
All right. So this is the something part of the Lots About Something podcast. So it started off with, all right. Here's the gist. I don't know that I even know the full story, but you were frustrated. You were cleaning the house. You got frustrated because people were asking you questions about where things were. I got involved in that. So I don't know kind of what happened that led up to that point. You can maybe fill it in. But when I got involved, I was looking for a gray vest. Mm-hmm. And you got really upset about me looking for a gray vest. Mm-hmm. And then I put some clothes that were on a chair on the bed. Mm-hmm. And then that turned into me going and taking a shower. And when I got out of the shower, the clothes that were on the bed were thrown on the floor. And then I have a stack of shoes, like in shoe boxes that I keep the shoes in the shoe box that were stacked up, and for no reason they were all knocked over for no reason at all. The shoes had nothing to do with anything other than they were, I guess, the wrong place at the wrong time. And I don't know exactly what happened while I was in the shower, but it got wild in the house because everything was messed up when I came out. So how do you have any blanks that you want to fill in on that?
Who would do that?
I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what happened there. It's a mystery because...
Oh, no, it's not a mystery. I'm going to tell my side of it.
To my knowledge, we don't even have an elf on the shelf anymore. So it's like...
I'll just say this. And the mamas out there are going to agree with me. Okay?
All right.
Sometimes husbands can be messy. Okay? Now, I'm not the cleanest everything in the right places, but getting the house prepared for company, it's a pretty big task for me. And so sometimes things rub me the wrong way and I get very perturbed, and I don't really fly off the handle, but this particular morning I flew off the handle, and I apologize. I probably should not have done what I did.
What exactly did you do?
You told me I had a fit of rage, and I just threw all the clothes on the floor.
Yeah, you definitely did.
But what got
you
me...
also knocked that box of shoes down.
You said, did that make you feel good?
And I asked you, I said, did that make you feel good? And you said, no. I said, okay.
But this is what started it. I like to make the bed every morning. I don't normally make the bed till you get out of the bed. And so you had gotten out of the bed and was looking for your vest. And then I made the bed up before you got in the shower.
Yeah.
So then you started looking for this vest, which, mind you, we're leaving in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We're supposed to leave in 30 minutes. And for some reason, y'all think if something's missing in the house that it's automatically my fault. I've put it somewhere. So that was part of the argument. Well, you had put all these clothes on my freshly made bed that I made up, left them there, on top of probably 10 boxes of shoes stacked in the middle of your side of the floor. 10 of them.
It's not 10 boxes.
Well, I'd go count them, but I don't have the time.
Okay.
So you went to the shower. I just had this very strong frustration come over me, and I just picked up all them clothes and I threw them on the floor because they were on my made-up bed. And I probably shouldn't have done that. It was probably just my temper, and that's how I handled it. And then I see a big tall of stack of shoe boxes, and I just decided I was going to karate kick them and just knock them all over the floor.
Hold on. Did you kick them or did you push them?
I was mad. So let's just say they were not where they were when you got out of the bathroom.
No, they definitely were not. And they had nothing to even do with anything else. They were just sitting there.
So our ride to where we were going was very, very quiet for all four of us. So
the other thing that I liked about this particular argument was you kept saying the phrase, "You have destroyed the house." You have destroyed.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You kept telling me you have destroyed the house. And so, just for clarity, I want to be clear. We're talking about I took clothes from a chair and put them on the bed, and you kept telling me because I did that, I had destroyed the house.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. It's just that
I don't know how that translated either.
Cleaning up the whole house and then having to go. You might as well not clean up for company till the morning of, because at my house, if I clean up a day or two in advance, I'm on double clean. So people got what they got today. My family got either it was clean or it wasn't clean, and I was perfectly okay with that.
I thought the house looked good.
Well, thank you. I think we had a great day. It was fun.
No, it was. It was a good day, and the rest of yesterday was good. That was just a rough start to a holly jolly Christmas Eve.
And I think I've gotten a little overbooked for me, because
you've over socialized.
Yes, I have very over socialized. So I think it just hit, that tea kettle just boiled right over yesterday. And
what do you think your socialization limit is? If this past week, because, all right, so just for information's sake, this past week, and for some people, this will be like, whoa, y'all did a lot. And then other people will be like, man, that sounds pretty normal. Mm-hmm. But, so Tuesday, so last Sunday went to church. Mm-hmm. Monday we didn't have anything. Tuesday we had a gathering with people at the church. Wednesday we didn't have anything, but I was out late with Emma. Emma had gone to work, and then we had to go get her friend a birthday gift, and just the traffic and stuff like that. We got home way later than we normally would. So I felt like we had something to do Wednesday, but we really didn't. Thursday, we had a family thing. Friday, we had church. Saturday, Christmas Eve, that day got started off really early. We went and met my parents, and then ate lunch, met them at their house, went to church, then tried to find something to eat after that. And, that was difficult, and then came home. And, of course, today, family and stuff like that. So what do you think your limit of socialization is? Like, where do you think that falls?
I mean,
like, are you a one thing a week kind of person? Are you a one thing a month kind of a person? One thing a year kind of a person?
I don't know. Maybe one day a week. But
so if you had one social obligation a week.
That's tough, because I don't like to really socialize, so I don't even know the answer to that. But
okay.
But in my mind, if I have a doctor's appointment on Monday at 2:00, I don't feel like I can plan anything else the rest of the day, because it's in a doctor's appointment at 2:00. It's on my calendar for that day. I know it's weird thinking. It's just the way I think.
So let's just say this.
So I don't want to do two things in that day because I have a doctor's appointment.
Let's just say this. Let's say you had a doctor's appointment Monday at 2:00, okay? Mm-hmm. And then somebody calls you and says, Christy, let's go do a girls' dinner. I'm going to pay for it. All you have to do is show up.
You know what I'm going to say?
Are you going to that dinner that night?
I'm not. I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I have a doctor's appointment that day.
But this is going to be like 6.
They don't have to know
this
that.
This is like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. I know I'm the girl. I'm like, but no. It'll be like 6 or 7 o'clock at night.
I have a doctor's appointment that day. I'm going to be so drained after that. I can't do anything else. Listen, when I go to the doctor, I don't care what time it is. I don't even cook dinner that night because I am physically drained from going to the doctor.
What about like before? Would you, if it was before, so say someone said, hey, let's go grab lunch before.
I got to get ready to go to the doctor.
So that doctor's appointment at 2:00 is the only thing that's happening for you that day.
Yes, that's the way I think.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I wonder how many people. You think that's an introvert? Like, do you think that's an introverted thing, or do you think that's something else?
I don't know. That's just the way I think. If y'all think like me, y'all let me know through text or
They do. Your supporters.
mouth to mouth or not mouth to mouth, but
Oh my gosh! Holy smokes!
face to face.
Mouth. You want some mouth to mouth support? I got you, Christy. I got you.
No, I meant like face to face, talking to me in person is what I meant.
I was getting excited. I was like, "You need some mouth to mouth support." I got you, girl.
Sound right. I was like, no, that don't sound right. That sounds like somebody trying to make me come out to life.
So listen, Christy, I will say this about your supporters.
Mm-hmm.
They come through for you.
I agree.
The people that either nobody agrees with me at all, or they don't care to tell me. But the people that support you, man, they come out strong.
I'm proud of them.
Wow.
I love having supporters. Thank you, my supporters out there.
I am interested to see.
Tina loves you.
I am interested to see how many people agree with you that if they had a doctor's appointment at 2:00, that they could not do anything else that day.
It's just the way I run. It's the way I operate. Not everybody's going to operate the way I do.
That's true.
But I am curious to see if there's anybody else out there that operates the way that's the way I think. So, and I know you don't. You could go to the doctor at 10, go to lunch at 12, meet somebody at 2. That would totally drain me for the day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it doesn't. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me.
So anyway, let's keep going.
All right. So, anything else from the week? Anything else you can think of?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Let's keep going.
Well, obviously we are ending the Christmas season, and we're moving actually the next week, by the time we do a podcast again, well, actually, not when we do the podcast, but the next time that we'll release a podcast, it'll be a brand new year.
A new year.
Be a brand new year. Are you excited? Are you a resolution kind of a person? Are you someone that wants to try to like set goals and those kind of things for the new year?
No.
No.
I just say I'm doing it and I keep doing it.
Okay.
Like, people say I'm going to lose weight and set a goal for that. And I'm like, well, I've been doing that already. So I just keep at doing what I've been doing.
Okay.
I don't think I'm a goal setter.
All right. So I've got from parade.com, I have some New Year's resolution ideas for you. Okay. Or for other people. These are things that people could think about that they may want to focus on for the new year. Number one, focus on passion, not the way you look. So focus more on a passion that you have rather than the way that you look. Do you like that?
You see how I look right now?
You look great. I think you look great. I'm about to give
I'm really focusing on how I look.
I'm about to give you some mouth-to-mouth support, girl.
Yeah, like I truly focus on how I look, as you can tell, but okay.
All right. Work out to feel good, not thinner.
That's good. I walk to feel good.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Here's another idea. Stop gossiping.
You talking to you?
Not me. I'm talking to you.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Actually, this is just ideas. I'm not talking to either one of us.
I'm kidding, yeah.
Give one compliment a day.
That's good.
I like this one.
I mean, that don't have to be a resolution. That's just something we need to practice anyway.
Yeah. But I do think this, because it is easy, and I feel like I'm a positive person in general, but I do, even in that feeling, I see you looking at me.
I'm just thinking about all our car rides, and I don't see positivity.
But like, that's what I mean. Like, it is easy to get wrapped up in the negative and the frustrations and those kind of things. And so I think if you made that a part of your day, give a compliment. Give a compliment to your kids. Give a compliment to your spouse. Give a compliment to a coworker. Who knows what that could do? Give it to a stranger or someone that works at the gas station that you stop at, or grocery store, or whatever it is. Go a whole day without checking your email.
I don't really check my emails. I just delete them because there's a dot by them. But I don't really use a whole lot of emails.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
That's the Gmail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Gmail is email, yes.
So I don't do I still don't know how to send an email unless I call you. I do know how to forward one now to you.
Congratulations. 2022 has been good to you.
Yeah.
If you are forwarding emails now.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it.
All right.
Like to email the teachers and stuff for Emma, you do that. Because she can do it. She knows how to do it. So I get her to do stuff because she knows more than I do.
Okay. Here's one right in line with that one. Turn off your phone one night a week. Just turn it off.
Is there a time? Because I don't like turning off in the middle of the night in case something happens to somebody.
I would think,
like do dinner time to up to bedtime.
I think you got to figure out what you could do, like in realistically. Mm-hmm. They are consuming. I wonder if it shouldn't be like when the family is up.
Put it in a box.
Put it in a box, something like.
We used to do that. Remember?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I don't know what we called it, but.
Let's see. Here's one. Well, we don't like to travel, so that wouldn't be a great one for us. Write down one thing that you're grateful for every single night, mm-hmm. and then think about going back this time next year. If you started that next year, you went a whole year and did that, and then you kept that in a book, and you went back and read that. I bet you would have a different perspective at the end of next year than you do at the end of this year.
It's probably a good thing to do, and not say the same thing repetitiously. Truly think of something different that you're grateful for each day.
Take part of your paycheck and put it in savings. That would be good. Let's see. I'm just looking. There's 55 of these. Clean out your car. That would be a good way to start the year. Clean out your car.
Well, who do you think's messier with our cars?
I think the person that rides with the kids is messier.
You do?
I do. Because my car...
I agree to a degree.
When I'm in my car, it's just me, like going back and forth through the week. My car is not messy. I normally throw my trash away, and if I have a cup or something in there, I normally take it inside. It's when our kids are in the car mm-hmm. that things get messy.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. It can get pretty bad.
Now, I am really bad about leaving stuff in the trunk. I am bad about that. I found a jacket back there the other day. I was looking for something else, and I found a jacket that I was looking for. Had been looking for.
Then you found Emma's jacket. Right? You need a rain jacket?
Yeah.
Here we got both of them.
Let's see. I was just looking somewhere. Oh, here's another idea. Maybe we should do this, Christy. Travel somewhere with no map. Just get in the car and go. Would you want to do that? Just go. Just no map, no directions. Just go somewhere.
Do we know where we're going?
No, you're just traveling without a map.
But we don't have a destination?
I don't know. Maybe you could. Maybe you could have a destination.
I have to have a plan and
I know you are a planner.
To where I'm going. I can't just get in the road and just go.
Here's something that I think there's a part of me would love to do this, but I don't know that I want to take the time to do it. And that would be to build something. I am not a builder. I'm not a handy craftsman at all. But part of me wants to build something, but I don't know that I really want to take the time to do it.
You know what?
I'm afraid to ask what, but...
You can go to the Home Depot.
Yeah. And
they teach you how to build birdhouses.
That's for kids. Can you imagine? That's a little kid do that.
You got to start somewhere.
Can you imagine me and a bunch of little kids in there building a birdhouse?
You look like Elf.
I did build a birdhouse and I was in shop in high school. That was a straight up nightmare.
Well, what you want to build? We need a fence. You want to build a fence?
No.
I'll have to build a fence.
I think I want to do a couple things. The other day I tried to get Emma. I told Emma, I said, Emma, let's you and me bake something together. And she said, what do you want to bake? I said, I have no idea. And so I said, why don't you look up easy baking recipes? Everything she looked up seemed really complicated. I'm thinking about something like you see on TikTok or like on Instagram story, like something that seems really easy. I would like to do, like, there's a part of me that wants to do something like that, but then I don't know that I really want to take the time to do it. So maybe this year I'll build something and I'll bake something. If I made something and I bake one thing, if I make one thing and bake one thing this whole year, it'll be 100% more than what I baked and made all year long this year.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Do you have anything that you want to work on or anything that you want to like focus on? I'll give you a couple things that I think for me.
Because I don't know. You just threw this on me.
No, I know. I'm just asking.
I don't know.
You don't know? You hadn't thought about things that you might want to work on or do better? I want to do better at being on time. I'd like to do better at being on time to things. I don't think I'm a chronically late person, but I don't think I'm an early on time kind of person. I'm a fly in on the dot of time kind of person. Frantically, like my pants are on fire. And I think I would like to do better at that in my life. I've never felt like that. I've always been okay with what I've been, but for whatever reason, this year I want to do better at that.
I can help you with that.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's why I didn't want to tell you about it.
But are you getting up at 6 o'clock?
All right. I would really like to lose legitimately, and you've done really good with your health this year. I legitimately want to try to be healthier and lose weight this year. So that's another thing. And another thing that I want to do is, and this is part of this part is something that is part of me that I feel like I should want to do, that I would have to probably really focus on, is I want to do better at, like, not, I don't know how to say this. The words that I'm thinking are like maintaining the house. But again, I'm not a handy guy. I'm not a tools guy. I'm not a fix-it kind of guy. But like, I want to, like, if there's something that goes on with the house, I want to do better at taking care of it. Like more aware, that kind of stuff. So as I go into the new year, those are some of the things I think about, man. And I'm not a resolution person either. But those are things I think, man, those are things I hope that I can do better next year at than I did this year. And I do think that's important. You should set, like, I think you should always try to think of ways that you can improve. If you can improve one thing every year, it'll drastically change your life. If you just change one thing.
Okay.
So, anyway.
I would say save more money.
Yeah.
Be something that I'd want to do just because.
Yeah, I agree.
I always be a better mom, even though I think I'm a good mom. I always try to be better mom, be better wife. Continue on my health journey. Can always be better, be more healthier than I am now. So those are some things.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Well, Christy, do you have any wow for us? Any words of wisdom? Nothing? Wow.
I can look up something.
No, that's all right. If you're not prepared for the people.
It is Christmas.
It is Christmas.
So I have looked. I have read today. I just, just trying to figure out what I want to say.
Okay. All right. Anything, any kind of devotion or anything that you've thought about this week that really stood out to you or encouraged you? Maybe something that you could share that someone would encourage someone. It encouraged you, so maybe it would encourage somebody else.
I had been doing a rest one. I've already finished it on rest. And it said to take the time to rest. Just talking about if you are anxious or you've been doing a lot lately, take time to rest. And I slept till 8:30 or 9 o'clock one morning.
Yeah.
And I remember doing my devotions with my sisters, and I was like, guys, I'm really doing this devotion really well.
Yeah.
I just slept till 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
What did it say the benefit of that is?
It's just sometimes you just listen to your body sometimes. I don't remember. Just sometimes you need to rest instead of go, go, go all the time.
Sure.
Take the time to let your body rest or something like that.
Okay.
I've already finished it. I mean, I guess I could go back and look.
No. That's good.
Okay.
That's good. Well, guys, that's all I got for you today. It is Christmas, and I hope that you guys have had a wonderful Christmas. And as we move into the new year, we close out 2022, move into 2023. I hope that as you close this year out, it'll be a wonderful week for you. Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. However you listen, again, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, maybe even you'll watch us on Spotify. If you're watching, hello, hi.
Hi, guys.
It's good to see you. You get to see our Christmas faces today. And, we are just so glad that you're here. It does mean a lot to us, and that was one of the reasons we wanted to jump on here tonight. Is we wanted to, we enjoy doing this together. It's something that you and I like to do, and so hopefully you guys like it as well. And so we appreciate so much you guys hanging out with us, letting us be part of your day, even for just a couple of minutes, be a part of your week. And for those of you that come back every single week and you encourage us and you say nice things, and you say, hey, I heard you on the podcast, or, you mention things that we talk about, man, we love that. And we love that interaction and engagement with you. So we'd love to get more of that from you as we continue on. So, well, guys, thank you again so much for hanging out with us. I hope that you have a great one. Speaking of getting in touch with us, if you want to do that, best way to do it right now is Instagram. Chris Lots. You can find us there. Shoot us a message. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And until then, and until next time.
See ya.
Bye, guys. Y'all have a great one.